Ruto would battle a crimes against humanity case at the International Criminal Court for the next 5 years. And as the 2013 general election approached, Ruto teamed up with Kenyatta in a surprise turn of events to found the Jubilee Alliance, where they beat Odinga's Coalition for Reforms and Democracy Code.
I, William Samoei Ruto.
And Kenyatta was elected Kenya's 4th president, with Ruto becoming the country's first deputy president. In the run-up to the 2017 general election, Ruto led efforts to fold his alliance's constituent political parties to form the Jubilee Party. Kenyatta and Ruto won the vote, but had to contend with the shock of the Supreme Court nullifying the entire election.
Kama hawana shida na kura ya MCA, na governor, na senator, na mjumbe, ati wako na shida na kura ya nini? Ya rais. Na kama tuliwashinda hiyo vitu vingine yote 5, tutashinda kuwashinda hii kura ya rais.
They were re-elected in a repeat poll, boycotted by Raila's coalition, NASA. However, trouble hit paradise almost immediately after, following the largely unforeseen handshake between President Kenyatta and Odinga that split the government and the governing Jubilee Party right down the middle. Ruto then moved to the United Democratic Alliance, UDA, in efforts to succeed Kenyatta as Kenya's 5th president. Ruto will be banking on his political networks with his Kenya Kwanza Alliance partners and shrewd mobilization skills as he seeks to make history as the first person since the reintroduction of multipartyism to win the presidency on the first time.
Kibaki had to run 3 times. Raila is now having the 5th stab at the presidency. So if he wins, he will be making history. If he, however, loses, he has nothing to lose. He's 56, like I said. He looks forward to, he can go back, learn his lessons. What went wrong with these campaigns? Why didn't I win? And get ready for 2027.
So, in accordance with the law, the Constitution and the law, I, Wafula Chebukati, Chairperson of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, hereby declares that Ruto William Samoei has been duly elected as the president of the Republic of Kenya under the provisions of Article 138 of the Constitution in the presidential election held on 9th day of August 2022. Ruto William Samoei
William Ruto, thank you very much for speaking to DW today. The African continent is becoming something of a sort of a diplomatic sort of battleground at the moment over attitudes to the great turbulence here in Europe at the moment, the Ukraine war. Now, Kenya has taken a very strong and very distinctive position on the Ukraine war, you know, right in the early days in the UN Security Council, speaking out very clearly against Russia's invasion. Can you explain Kenya's position? Why has it been speaking out so strongly?
Because we are great believers and signatories to the UN Charter, which speaks directly to a rules-based globe, you know, and ensuring that there is respect for countries and their boundaries. Any violation of the UN Charter by anybody in whatever manner is a threat to violation of the same elsewhere, everywhere in the world. Maybe it is Germany, it is today, it is Russia and Ukraine. You never know who it is tomorrow if we allow this to go on. So our position has been, this can be resolved. We must be a rules-based globe. We must respect the UN Charter. That's the position of Kenya, and not just the position of Kenya, that's the position of the UN and any country that subscribes to the UN Charter. And as you say correctly, The world is realizing that Africa is an important destination, important because of what the future portends, you know. This is the continent that has 30% of the world's natural resources.